Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dylan. For those that are new here, I cover all things cryptocurrencies, all the latest news and latest craze in the crypto space. And today we're going to be talking about the Shiba ecosystem, ShibaSwap, all the rumors and FUD that's been going around with it, because I want to talk about that right now. I know a lot of people here are new investors, and I think they should definitely know these facts here when they're investing in something, their hard-earned money. So if that interests you, and we're going to be going into price action again, if that interests you, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, but let's jump right in. Okay, so a lot of the attention has been around ShibaSwap these last couple days because we have seen developers on the Shiba platform, the Shiba team, have been saying for days now that they're going to be coming out with new updates on the Shiba swap. And if you don't know what Shiba swap is, it is very important. This is the main reason behind me making this video, is because we are seeing a lot of delays with Shiba swap. And here, Shiba swap here is undergoing security tests, audits, and final updates to prepare for a safe launch. And a lot of people have been waiting for it for a couple days now, since they said before that we're going to be updating and releasing, but now they're actually saying different things now that they're going to be releasing Shiba swap without an actual date. It's going to be random. So let's look at that right now. Okay, here we are on the SHIBARMY Reddit page, and it says here, at the same time the audit continues, we are still testing the UI, the user interface, and the general workflow while performing staking, farming, and transferring LPs, liquidity pools from other swaps, etc. So it says Shiba testing is ongoing. Check my test wallet. This is from the SHIB Informer, and we're going to get to the SHIB Informer in a little bit because they post some very interesting stuff here. But this was 8 days ago, and since then we still have yet to see any updates or a video on the Shiba swap. Like my last video I showed you guys, they said that they would rather be performing and updating the ShibaSwap platform so it's free from hacking or any glitches like that, instead of actually showing a small video or maybe a picture to verify that it's actually real and they're actually testing it. So that was kind of weird for me because they could have definitely done both. It doesn't take a lot of effort to create a small video or even just show a picture of the platform, but there are also some concerns, security issues about that. So I do see both sides of the table, but it still does not sit right with me. But as well with a lot of you that you've been saying in the comments, but it says a single UI quirk can trigger a huge reaction and create confusion, which also does make sense. That's very true, and we're going to be talking about that because it says here the same time the audit continues, and we're going to look at the audit right now because it's by CERTIK. And if you don't know what CERTIK is, let's look at that right now. It says here, CERTIK will provide you with an audit report classifying vulnerabilities, proposing solutions for them, and showcasing the mathematical proofs from the formal verification, part of the bundle. So CERTIK basically is a platform that reviews projects like ShibaSwap, like Shiba, like PancakeSwap, all these platforms. It could be coins as well. And it looks through for vulnerabilities and it provides solutions for them as well. And let's look at their website right now and the Shiba Inu platform that's being audited right now. We're on their website right now. We do see that security leaderboard here, the leading projects are PancakeSwap, and that's very important because a lot of people are asking, well, why does it matter if Shiba swap succeeds or fails, or if it's real or not? And it will make or break the Shiba price, because we do see PancakeSwap, which is another swap DEX on the Binance Smart Chain, and we do see such increased numbers in the price recently since it got released, which was because of the release of PancakeSwap and a lot of users were using it. It increased the price so much. So that's what we can look forward to for the Shiba token if Shiba swap is real and it does release very soon. We can see the same thing that happened with PancakeSwap, but we do see PancakeSwap is the leading project. But let's type in Shiba swap here or Shiba Inu and see what comes up. So we do see Shiba come up as Shiba Inu, and it says onboarding, meaning that the audit is happening. But if we look at Shiba swap, we just still see Shiba Inu. It's not actually for the swap. It's looking here at the market cap for the token. Nothing about Shiba swap being audited just yet, but let's see what SHIB Informer has to say about this. SHIB Inform stated the CERTIK audit actually found a possible exploit in the Berry mechanics. So the mechanics that talk about staking your Shiba tokens, the Berry mechanics, this is being fixed now. This is the final audit. When it's done, we release. Edit. It is still possible that a new risk is found, but what I mean is CERTIK is the final step. Of course, new bugs can be discovered, but the UI test was a success and the release is getting close. The team also decided that SHIBASWAP is going to be released without notice, which I don't get it. But anyway, that's why I posted this just be ready a few days ago. So this was 5 hours ago. If you're watching this today, this already happened today, 5 hours ago. So we'll just have to see. We need to see, because this is very critical moment, and the SHIB informer here is still postponing it, but saying that the audit is almost close to completion. But he said that the audit here was about SHIBASWAP, and we did not see that actually on CERTIK. We see only the SHIBA token. And as you know, the CERTIK thing here, we do see that there are the swaps that are audited, just the original swaps. So we have to see what actually is going to happen in these next coming days here. And I'm going to be posting you, I'm going to be updating you on this channel. So remember to hit that like button, subscribe. But this is also pretty intriguing news. Comment down below, what do you think? Do you think the SHIB informer here is just postponing the date because nothing actually exists? Or do you think that they're just really working hard here and trying to get the best swap out for us? Comment down below, what do you think? And let's talk about FUD now, because we do see a lot of FUD that is spreading throughout the community, the Shiba Army community as well. And if you don't know what FUD is, if you keep hearing it, FUD stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt, which are like articles or posts that fear you into either selling a crypto asset or something in general like that. And we did see that a lot this week with Bitcoin and all these FUD posts about China banning crypto, Elon Musk saying that Bitcoin is not green and he won't support it unless it turns green, and just general stuff like that has been spamming the crypto community space for this whole last week and 2 weeks. So people are talking here about FUD as well in the Shiba Army, and it says here to reduce spam and any further FUD besides account age that is already in effect since a few days ago. From now on, they're going to be monitoring that, but we do see some people posting, yeah, they call people asking why no videos or new info about the swap have been released in the last 3 weeks. It's been an audit FUD. So this person is saying that whenever someone brings up why SHIBASWAP isn't ready yet and why the audit's been taking a long time, they categorize that as FUD. It's as crazy as how much they randomly ban people on their Discord or TG for asking basic questions. Also, silencing and banning new people for asking questions isn't what I would call nice, respectful, or reasonable. So we do see both sides over here. We see that people are asking a lot about the FUD, but I also could see people making new accounts and just, you know, spamming with some FUD here as well. But people asking about the audit, that I think is very reasonable, because when you are investing in crypto project, even if it's a meme coin or a speculative coin like a community coin, something like that, it's still your hard-earned money, and you're going to be asking, well, if you're promising me this, then I want to see it, you know? So I do see both sides to this story. But comment down below, are you sick and tired of the devs postponing the date, or are you still very reasonable and you want to give them some time to see, because sometimes things do take some time. So let me know in the comments down below. But this was very interesting to me to see the last couple of days. A lot of people are very, very anxious to see what SHIBASWAP is all about. And this is the reason why. Let's look at PancakeSwap. Let's look at PancakeSwap and see what is actually happening with PancakeSwap. Okay, so now we're currently looking at PancakeSwap. Right now it's trading at $18.52. The cake token, which is the token that you need in order to either stake and have stake rewards or to swap and everything. It's part of the ecosystem. And we do see that it was forming this triangle right here. And right after its release, after a lot more users started using it, and we saw a lot more people on the PancakeSwap platform, because it is a Binance smart chain platform. Binance was blowing up already, so any single project on there was also increasing a lot, and PancakeSwap was one of them. A lot of people were using it, and what did we see? We saw this huge monumental run up until we saw Bitcoin consolidating and everything and drop down. But if you look at it, this is kind of looking like what we're at right now with Shiba token and the SHIBASWAP platform. So if this actually does come to fruition, we could see a monumental rise like this. That's what people are putting a lot of attention to SHIBASWAP. If you didn't know why it was important, this is why. It could totally dramatically change the price of the coin here. But if it doesn't exist, then it could also do the same thing to the downside. So this is why it's very important, and why I'm shedding so much light onto it, and what are people saying, the developers and the community are saying about SHIBASWAP. So this is very important for every Shiba holder here to know. and that's why I'm bringing it here to this channel. But now let's look at the Shiba token price and see where it's going to go right now, because we do see some volatility recently, but it's very close to a major move. All right, so now currently the Shiba Inu token is trading at $0.000095, so almost to that 10 psychological range that I was talking about in my previous videos. And right now we do see a potential pattern that is forming that is actually going very close to its apex. We do see here, if we zoom in this area, we do have some sort of ascending triangle right here. So if we see, this is going to be our resistance, which is confluent, meaning that it is showing that multiple things are leading to the same conclusion, where this blue box is saying this is resistance. This also yellow golden pocket, these two yellow bars on top, is also resistance. And we do see that this right here, this line here, is resistance between these candlesticks, as here resistance, and right now as resistance as well. That's what confluent means. Whenever you hear that that word being said, that is what multiple signals are saying the same thing. So this box and these lines are all saying, hey, this is important resistance right here. We do see that it's forming this ascending triangle, and ascending triangles are bullish patterns, meaning that they have a more probability of breaking to the upside than they do to the downside. But there's still always a possibility that they could break to the downside, so nothing is out of the question just yet. But we are seeing that we are making higher lows here in the immediate short term. So what we want to see is a bounce off of this critical ascending support to this upper right here, this upper resistance, which we've tested 1, 2, 3 times already. So the more times you test a certain area, the more likely it is to break. So hopefully this is our 4th time right here, which we break. If we do not see the strength to move towards the upside, because we are still seeing some residual selling pressure right here, very low volume, very low selling, but it's still selling nonetheless. And when we're looking at the price, we are going to see wherever we see that momentum going, whether it's, even if it's low, as in buying or selling, we're going to see it go to that direction, because it takes the path of least resistance here. So we're seeing some selling pressure, so it's obviously going to come back down here to this area. But we do see that 10, that $0.000010 dollar region as critical resistance. So it's very crucial in the next couple hours here. This is a 6-hourly chart, meaning every candle is 6 hours. And we do see that this 6-hourly candle closes in 5 hours 53 minutes. So it just started right now. So in the next 6 hours to 12 hours, we see here in the next couple 6-hourly candles, if we do not make it past here and start closing above this resistance, then that could spell trouble to come back and retest this other area of support, and even lower levels like right here around the $0.000002 dollar region here, which is pretty intense of a drop. Let's look at these. So if we make it down to this resistance, that's a 13% drop all the way back down to retest these levels, 23% move to the downside, and another move down here towards more support, 45% move to the downside. But let's measure this move, this breakout. So what we do is we measure the top here to the bottom of this ascending triangle, and we put it where we're going to see a probable breakout, which I would say would be maybe right around here or here. And we see a price target of $0.000146. So that's awesome to see. Let's measure that move from the price right now all the way up there. So that's a 54% move. So that's a perfect trade right there, 54%. That's awesome to see. But let's see if we do break to the downside. If we break right around here, we start closing the 6-hourly candle below this line, that's going to be very bad for the price. And we do see that it probably could reach down here. Oh, perfectly confluent with my support here at the $0.0005 level. And that is, let's measure that move. That is a 45% move to the downside. So that's what we see here in the charts for the Shiba token. In the immediate future, we are seeing this ascending triangle forming. So this is very critical here in the next couple hours, because we are approaching the apex, and the apex is right here, the very end of this triangle. So usually when it comes to this area, it doesn't fill up all the way. We're not going to see like, hold on, we're not going to see it kind of bouncing here and then moving up or down. It usually happens beforehand. It usually happens like right where we're at right here. It never fills all the way to the end, but it's more likely that it's going to break out very soon. So the next 6 to 12 hours in these next 2 candles right here, because this one just opened up, it's has 5 hours and 51 minutes left. but we are seeing that for the price. It's a bullish pattern, so that is a very good sign to see, and we do have support here. Let's look at our moving averages as well. So we do see that we are struggling to get above this yellow line, our 21-day moving average, and we do see resistance here as well, which it bounced off of the price, came back down to these lower levels, and we are seeing it come in, this orange line coming in here as confluent resistance, dynamic resistance for this area here. So this is a very critical place to make moves, because if we do not make it from here, we find more resistance. If this orange line comes here, we hit it, boom, back down, rejected, we could see a move to the downside. So that is very critical here as well. But we are seeing our red line curving up, saying that we are continuing this bullish pattern, because if it starts curving down, that could mean that we're going for a more continual downtrend. But right now, since we got this nice bounce here to the upside and we're trying to retest it again, we are still continuing this bull trend. Hopefully it curves up a little bit more if we stay up in this other region, start retesting this orange line, using this yellow line as support as well. So this is very good to see, but we are in very critical moments. Look, we only have a few hourly or 6 hourly candles left till we can see a confirmed drop or a confirmed pump. So that's what it's looking like. Let's also look at our EMA ribbon as well. So this EMA ribbon is also confluent with this resistance. We do see that it did flip bearish in this part, where we saw the ribbon coming in here, and then the yellow was on top, the red was on the bottom, but now we see the yellow on the bottom and we see the red on top. So it flipped bearish at this moment right there, and we do see that all these moving averages are acting as resistance now, pushing the price down lower here. So it's very, very, very critical that we make it above this whole area here, get out of this whole mess here. We see all this stuff pushing the price down, so we got to get through this 0.00010 range, because remember, I said before, psychological resistance right there. Everybody's talking about burning that zero right here. This is very critical. So we do see that the price is failing to get up above this price, because it's such a critical psychological resistance. Remember, the cryptocurrency market, the stock market, all these markets where you trade, they do have psychological barriers as well. And we are seeing that we are just staying right here in the middle, never oversold or overbought just yet, but way better than when we're here at our previous lows in this oversold territory here on the RSI. We're starting to creep our way up. So that would also indicate that we are starting to make a move to the upside if we start moving up here on the RSI to these overbought regions right here in this area. So that is what it's looking like in the charts for the Shiba token. Let's zoom out a little bit more too. And we can also see here, once we started trading below, right here below this ribbon, that's when you know we're going to have more downside here. And we had that. So if you sold right here, you could have waited here to the bottom and bought back in at this critical support. A lot of people are asking me, Dylan, like, how do you know when to sell, when to buy? It's always about these moving averages. Once it starts breaking the moving averages and we start seeing those moving averages that once was support, like right here, look, riding that like a roller coaster, riding it up, barely touching it, moving up to the upside, those are bullish signs. But once we start seeing it break down here and trading within this range and then getting rejected, that's when you know it's time to sell. So that's just a word of advice. Remember, not financial advice, but it's just how I read the charts here. And we do see that we are starting to make our way back and retest this region, because look, we saw back here, we saw, all right, we actually didn't even touch this ribbon here after the 18th of May when Bitcoin started dumping. We actually didn't even touch this ribbon again until right now, until recently, until the 24th of May, until now, where we're just trading in this range. So if we pass this, that's going to be very, very bullish in my opinion. So remember, if you want to stay up to date with this price action and when that actually does happen, or if we see more rejection to the downside, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be covering it right here. I'm not going to be like those other YouTubers where they just look at the price and they just talk about it, but they're not doing any sort of technical analysis, because I don't think they know how to. But I'm going to be putting a very in-depth approach to the price action here for the Shiba token. So remember, if that interests you, don't forget to put on bell notifications and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be covering it right here. But let's look at some price targets now in the near future for the Shiba token. Okay, like I said before, I did say that we are having a price target here, which is the top here around $0.00014 for this breakout of this ascending triangle right here, that's going to be our price target in the near future. And if we start finding this as support, because we do see resistance here in this area where we found support here and around here in this region, this line is going to be resistance as well, which is kind of a little bit over from where the price target is. So if we start making this as support, we can move up and make our next price target at this other blue box. So those are my price targets at the moment. We have here at 0.00014 and also at 0.00018. So that is a, like I said before, a 40% move to the upside, and then also a 80% move to the upside. So this is what it's looking like for the Shiba token as of right now. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like and subscribe. But that is it for this video. Peace out.